Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan and I'm the maker behind allezcrochet, and if you're one of my fabulous returning crochet friends, then hey, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys behind the scenes for my live market. So we're basically going to be doing like a before and after recap of my live market. For those of you who don't know, I do basically live stream markets. So essentially that's what this is. We stream live and then I do like auctions and there's buy now options and things like that. So I'm excited to share with you guys my inventory, what sold, and essentially how I like set everything up in my room into like different dress up stations. Few announcements before we get started. In case you guys didn't know, my 12-in-1 land turtle dress up Halloween mod pack pattern is officially out now. You guys, I love this pattern so much. This is compatible with the original land turtle dress up pattern and it includes 12 different Halloween inspired shells. The shells are removable and interchangeable. I have two of my favorites right here. We have the little wizard turtle with his cape, and then of course the little cauldron turtle as well. This really is like the perfect fall market, super interactive and completely no-sew, the turtle's body and all of the shells except for one. So if you'd like to check the pattern out, the link to my Etsy is in the description below, and I also have to show you guys my next pattern, which is going to release this Saturday. So at the time you guys are watching this video, that's 2 days from now. Wait, no, at the time you guys are watching this video, the pattern releases tomorrow. So my next pattern, the 12-in-1 little mushroom dress up Halloween mod pack, officially releases on Friday, August 21st. This one also comes with 12 different Halloween inspired tops, including the black cat, which we have here, and all of the other ones that you can see in the photo here. It's the same deal. The tops are removable and interchangeable, completely no-sew, the mushroom's body and all of the tops except for one. So again, perfect interactive no-sew pattern for your fall market. It's just super fun. You could do your little dress up station. And huge shout out to my Patreon members for testing this pattern for me. In case you guys didn't know, I am on Patreon. Patreon is where we do all of my pattern tests. We have a bunch of finalized patterns there. We're also currently doing a few different bonus community events, including my Patreon anniversary celebration, where you get, if you participate, not one, but 2 patterns. Of course, there's Patreon lives, bonus content, and I'm going to be revealing my next pattern to all of my Patreon members later on this week as well. So if you would like to check out my Patreon, the link is in the description below. But alrighty you guys, without further ado, let's get into this week's market recap video. Alrighty you guys, it is officially market day. I am so excited. I have already made all of my listings and everything. My whole like craft room is set up for everything, and yeah, I am ready for the live. We still have about like 25 minutes until the live starts, so I wanted to come on and go over my inventory with you guys and share everything that I did to prep for this live. So for those of you who don't know, I typically don't do in-person markets anymore. I lately, for the past like year or so, have been doing live markets. So I'll go live on this app called Palm Street, and during that live I can like show off all of my physical plushies and everything during a live stream. We can do auctions or just direct buy now listings, or there's also giveaways that we do as well. And I've just found that it's a really great way to like share all of my stuff with people who aren't local. And I haven't done a live in about 2 months now. The last one that I did was in June. In July, I don't know, I guess I just needed a break a little bit. It's hard for me to like keep up with pattern writing and doing one live a month, I found, and keeping the marketplace up. So it's been a while, and most of the items that I have are pretty much the past patterns that I have created, and a lot of them of course are dress up patterns. So all morning I have been setting up all of the listings on my Patreon app, and I will insert the little screen recording here for you guys so you can see kind of what my account looks like, all of the listings that I have. So I do have listings for all of my crochet patterns. There's a way that I am able to like manually send those to people if they purchase them during the live. So it's not super streamlined like Etsy is, unfortunately, but I have found that like sometimes if I'm showing the actual plushie, then there are people there who are crocheters who will want the crochet pattern. So I have put all of those in there, and I can also insert here for you guys like all of the information that I put underneath of my pattern listings. So basically I put everything that's under my Etsy listings. I put all the big bold letters of like, this is not a physical plushie, it's a crochet pattern, that it's made in English, like all the different things included in the pattern, especially if it's a dress up bundle, like all of the different variations that are included in it. There's also all the materials that you'll need need the approximate measurements of it, and then also how, of course, the pattern will get to the person. And then this morning, I also set up all of my physical plushie listings, which I will take you guys through the room in a minute. I have like different stations set up in my room, which is very atypical for me. So typically what I do is set up a table back here with like all of the plushies in one place. The problem with that is this time I have my cucumbers. Oh my gosh, I have my cucumbers in my backyard like up on the table because I was worried about the rabbits coming and eating my cucumbers. And we're still working on getting the chicken wire set up. So while we're working on that, they are currently sitting on my market table essentially. So no table today, but I will take you guys through my whole inventory, all the different stations that I have. But this is what I typically do for the listings. For most of them, I was able to put like the pattern photos up there, which was really great because they're like nice and edited and natural lighting and everything. Then I'll also put like the materials that I used for it, the approximate measurements, just a little description of everything, and then of course the disclaimers at the bottom. And setting up the listings usually takes me like a really long time just because I do like to put all of that detail into them. So I spent probably the last 2.5 hours setting up all of the listings. So I'm very excited that they're now all finished. And now with that, let me take you guys through my craft room and share with you all of the inventory and all of the like little dress up stations. So I am going to have a few buy now options available at this live, and those are going to be for this guy. If you have been here for a while, then you know this guy. He has been waiting for his forever home for a while now. This is the sus owl, the sleepy owl, whatever you want to call him. He is just one of a kind over here, but you'll notice there's no sus ostriches or sostriches. Those have all sold for like the first time since I wrote that pattern, so that's really great. And then we also have these adorable little groggy froggies over here chilling. They're also going to be buy now options. So we have the regular groggy froggy here, and then I had to do it, you guys. I had to make the little angry groggy froggy. It was demanded, so I had to deliver. I love his eyebrows. Of course, these come with like these little robes, and they are completely removable, as well as the eye mask as well. I do have my newest pattern up here, which is the 12-in-1 Little Mushroom Dress Up Halloween mod pack. However, I am not going to be selling any of these today because at the time that I am doing this live, I am like in the process of having the pattern tested and it hasn't released yet. And I want to make sure that I keep these so that I can like film reels and things like that for them, especially when they come out, just because I'm going to be going on a trip in a little bit and I know that my time is going to be slightly limited. So we are going to save these until I do my next Palm Street live, but it'll be perfect because the next one I'm planning for the theme to be like fall/Halloween. So these will fit perfectly into that theme. So we're going to hold on to them for right now. And for right now, this little guy is going to be staring down at us. Okay, so the next station that we have here is the Jumbo Land Turtle Dress Up Building Station. So what I've decided for this is we are going to have these two turtles available. So let me show this to you guys. This is the first one. This is our little lime green one. And of course, all of the shells are completely removable. This is basically Larry the land turtle, but in dress up form. And he is wearing, his little thing is a little smushed there, but he is wearing the pineapple modification. And then this one right here is the dark green, the emerald. These are made using Parfait Chunky, and these eyes are by Christine with What's Up Cupcake. I'm super excited because today she is going to be doing an after party after mine, and she has a ton of gorgeous sinker eyes and other crochet accessories. So I was only able to make 2 of those, or like have 2 available for this live. The original plan was to have more, but you guys know me and my market prep plans. They typically don't turn out as well as I hope they will, but we already have like a ton of inventory. So this time I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. So we're going to have those 2 turtles, and basically they will come with the person's choice of any 2 shells. So I have all of the shells lined up here, and I also have these ones over here as well. So it'll come with the option for the pizza, traditional, apple, strawberry, lemon, rose, which is such a gorgeous one. There's also dragon fruit, grape, lime, peach, mushroom, blueberry, orange, raspberry, daisy, watermelon, sunflower, and then of course the ones that they're already wearing, which is the hamburger and the pineapple. So they don't have to come obviously with the hamburger and the pineapple. Those are just the two that I use to like display on the turtle. But yes, this is our little jumbo turtle building station. And then if we move up here, ooh, come along with me, we have the little mushroom dress up building station as well. So this of course is a part of the original little mushroom dress up bundle that I did. And these are from, if you guys remember, I did that little like challenge video where we saw how many little mushrooms I could make basically in one sitting or a day or 2 days or whatever it was. So this is the result of all of those. And basically for this one, it's kind of the same thing as the turtles. Everyone will be able to select whatever 2 mushroom tops they want. So same thing, I just kind of like displayed them all with one on there, but they don't have to go with that one. So there's a lot of different options. I have 7 different little mushrooms available, and there's the watermelon, apple, daisy, sunflower, hamburger, orange, blueberry. I also have a plain blue top there. There's pizza, kiwi, rose, pink strawberry, dragon fruit, raspberry, pineapple, and grape. So this one will be a really fun one. We'll be able to mix and match them. It'll be super interactive. And then if we come over here to the table, I did have to relocate my big banana squishmallow in order to accommodate our bumblebee dress up. So I do have 3 of those today. And again, same thing for each bee. The person will be able to select whatever 2 removable wings they would like. This one, this color, I love it so much. This is Parfait Chunky Shell. And then of course those are sunshine, but we have the kiwi option. There's watermelon, daisy, dragon fruit, orange. I have 2 of the traditional shells. There's also another daisy one, sunflower, lime, and then lemon as well. So that one will be super cute too. So this is our one corner for all of the little dress up stations. As we head over to the shipping corner, I just wanted to share with you guys what my whip cart looked like. With all of these different dress ups and like modifications that I've been doing, it's looking really, really crazy right now. So I am hoping to address this once I get back from my trip. And with all of these whips, we'll be able to hopefully use them for the next Palm Street Live. I just have to finish all the little details that need to be done to them, but I just thought this looked like super wild. And then finally, we have come over here to the packing corner. Let's start here. This is our little pup dress up building station. As you can see, I have 4 pups available. And so the way that I have done these is each of these dogs that's already wearing a costume, those will like for sure go with them. So like this one's going to come with the hot dog, this one's going to go with the corn dog, and this one is going to go with the French fry costume. And then for each of these, the person will be able to choose one other costume that they want. So of course there's the taco costume, corn dog, French fry, hot dog, the subwoofer, and then also the pepperoni pizza. I just love this pattern so much, you guys. Oh my gosh. Of course the little straps make the costume removable completely, no sew except for the head and the ears, but all of the costumes are totally no sew and I love it. And then for this one over here, so I ended up making this one last night using, this is Espresso from Parfait Chunky. I do believe that this color is now discontinued, but for this one, whoever gets that, they're going to be able to select whatever 2 they want. So like this one's not going to be married to any of the costumes. And then finally coming over here, we have the lovely spooky turtle dress up, aka the land turtle dress up Halloween mod pack. I love this one so much, you guys. So basically the way that this one is going to work is that for all of the turtles that I have, so I have 6 turtles. I have the zombie one back there. That is definitely going to come with the brain shell. The pink one will come with the bat, the mint with the spider, the pink with the ghosty, the orange with the wizard costume, and then the purple with the cauldron. So those are absolutely going to go together. And then for each person that gets one, they'll be able to select one of the other options that is not currently on a turtle. So there's the eyeball, the pumpkin, the spider web, the mummy, which also comes with the traditional shell, the zombie, and then the corn dog option. So let me give you guys a closer look here of what they all look like. This pattern just came out not too long ago. I love it so much. It is the first of like the Halloween patterns that I've designed for this year, and I'm so excited to now have it available for a Palm Street Live. And I'm definitely going to need to make more of these because like I said, in the future for my next Palm Street Live, I'm going to want to do like a fall/Halloween markets, and these obviously would fit so perfectly. But of course, all of these patterns, like same thing, the straps, they're completely removable, so you can mix and match all of those. And then the other thing we're going to be doing, so if you're unfamiliar, one of the things that I like to do if I get over 100 bookmarks for the live is to do a little giveaway. So this week I decided to do kind of like a bigger giveaway, especially since I haven't done a Palm Street live in a while, and this is the giveaway that I'm going to do. So it is for the little mushroom dress up. It does have the booty on the back. It's going to come with this blueberry top, and it is also going to come with the traditional like mint top with the raised bobble spots, and then also the grape modification as well. I just thought that this would be a really fun giveaway to do, so we will do that towards the end of the live. In case you're wondering, so like for this giveaway, you don't have to have like purchased anything like that. Basically all you have to do to enter into it, if you're on for the Palm Street live, is just be following me, and then you hit the button to enter into it, and then Palm Street just like randomly selects anybody. So I thought that was kind of cool. So in total we have 25 plushies available. Most of them are going to be, I think, auctions for the dress ups, but a few of them like the Sus Owl and the Groggy Froggy are going to be buy now options. And then we do have like a ton of patterns available too. Like I said, basically every pattern that I've ever written is available on there. And then of course the one giveaway. So if I tally up here, let me see if I can give you guys, okay, so it's saying that my current inventory is about 600, which for not really getting to market prep anything except for that little dog that I made, that is not bad. That's just kind of what's like naturally accumulated over the past month or so as I've been pattern writing. So not bad. I'm actually very, very excited about that. But you guys, I can't believe, oh my gosh, we have been yapping for a while now. So that is everything that I have done to get prepared for this market. And the current time is 2:53. So the market is going to start in 7 minutes. So I'm going to get ready for that right now. I have my little piece of paper right here because I want to make sure that I am keeping track of all of the selections that everyone picks, especially since we are going to have so many dress up options today. And sometimes I am able to access the recording, but I also just want to make sure I have this just to make sure I know what everybody got, especially when I'm packing the orders. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the live right now. I'm so excited, you guys. And then I will come back on and we will kind of like debrief together how everything went. Alrighty, you guys, it is officially after the live and it was so amazing. If you are watching, thank you so much for coming and hanging out and seeing all of the plushies that I have. So you might be able to see down here, I have already started like my little preliminary packing process. I wrote all of my notes and I have all my boxes set up, but let me take you guys around the room to show you everything that didn't sell, and then we will go over everything that did sell. So okay, actually starting off with two things that did sell because they're still sitting over here on the shelf, you guys. Both of our Groggy Froggies sold at the market. I am so excited that everybody loved them so much. I will say between the two, the grumpy one was the first one to sell, so I think everybody was definitely feeling the tood from this one. And then this fella sold as well, which was super, super exciting, but you guys know what that means. That means that our little owl over here is our last sus bird. Of course, not counting our sus chick. He does not count. He's gonna stay with me always. But this poor guy, he's just still looking for his forever home. Maybe next time, friend. So this was my first time doing the whole like stations things for all the different dress up options, and I think it went pretty well given that I didn't have a table available. So as you will see here, we still have all of these shells, which is fabulous. I just need to make more turtles essentially for all of these shells. This pattern was absolutely huge. It was like a 20-in-1 bundle, so I had only made 2 turtles, that lime green one and the emerald one, and now I'm just left with these like 17 shells still sitting over here. But that is perfect because that just means for the next market I will have some shells available for that. But these are all of the shells that were not selected during the live. I have to say I'm kind of surprised that the hamburger one didn't get selected. Usually just because the amount of detail that's in that one always gets selected. And then same thing with the mushrooms. The hamburger top did not get selected. I was very surprised, but these are all of the little mushroom dress ups that did not find a home yesterday. So we still have the classic cream colored one, pink, tan, toffee, and blue. And then these are all of the tops that we still have available. And then over here, we still have these 2 bees and then all of these wing variations. Oops. So you will notice that one of the yellow bees is missing, so that's very exciting. And then if we go over here to the packing corner, so this is what our little spooky turtle corner is looking like. I have to say, I am completely shocked that this one is still here, you guys. This one is totally one of my favorites. I don't know, there's just something about it. I love it so much. The purple and the orange, I just think it's perfect. So we still have the wizard, the cauldron, eyeball, zombie, and then also the mummy. So this green turtle, this wasn't available. Oh my gosh. The green turtle wasn't available during the market. I just brought it out here to show like what the mummy wrapping would look like on it. And then here is our little pup dress up building station. So as you can see, we still have 2 of our little pups left. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm like really hoarse today for some reason. I don't know why. But we have the corn dog and the hot dog, and these are all of the outfits that we still have left. So you'll notice that some of the hot dogs, some of the french fries are missing. Okay, now let's move on to some of the items that did sell during the live. So the first one that sold was our darker little pup dress up. I made this using Parfait Chunky in the shade Espresso. So I do believe that this is a discontinued yarn now, but I love it so much. Just an adorable pup there. And Christine, in addition to the french fry costume, asked for the hot dog costume. So these two are going to be going together. Also, Christine, of course, is with What's Up Cupcake, and she had her after party right after mine. And it was such a fantastic time. I popped in right after my live and got some sinker eyes for myself. So we will be unboxing those shortly, but I'm so happy that Christine had an amazing live, and I can't wait to make more turtles with the eyes as well because they're just perfect for that. I believe I got more 30 millimeters. You know what? I think I got a set of 30 millimeters and then a set of 25 millimeters as well. I really, with those 25 millimeters, want to make another fuzzy weighted Larry of some sort, like a sunflower Larry or a daisy Larry or something like that. Last time it was so cute and I really need to make another one. Then we also sold the cutie little mushroom dress up, the tan one, and this person chose I just think it's so funny, you guys. So this is the removable rose top up here, and every time I look at it, I just cannot stop seeing Annie, like from the musical Annie. It just looks like hair to me for some reason, and I love it. I think it's hilarious. And they chose to pair it with the blueberry top as well, so they can like mix and match those together. And this is the one without the booty, in case you were wondering. Oh, I realized I meant to tell you guys the prices of things. So I believe the Lil Pup dress up sold for 26 and then the mushroom sold for 16. So the first one was 16 and then this one was also 16. So the green one sold. You guys, how adorable is this combination of colors? The green with the daisy. It looks like a bucket hat. I believe this is how I was like modeling it for the live, and they ended up going with this combination, and I was like, oh my gosh, such a perfect combo. And then they also paired it with the strawberry top as well, the mint with the hot pink. Really cute color combo. And again, I believe this was 16 for the mushroom. Then we had one of my jumbo land turtle dress up cells, so the darker green one with the custom sinker eyes. So this person chose the rose shell. You guys, let me just give you the 360. It is so cute. The little tail back there. Oh my gosh, absolutely adorable. I love it. And then they also chose the mushroom top to go with it as well. So those are going to be like interchangeable with each other. And these ones were on like the higher price point because they were some of the larger plushies that I had for the day. So these ones were 38. Up next, we had some land turtle dress up sell, the Halloween mod pack. So the first one was the zombie turtle paired with the brain shell. Super cute. And then this person, of course, got to choose one other shell of their choice, and they chose the pumpkin modification. And these turtles, I believe we did 24 for the turtles. I need to look. I should have pulled all of this up beforehand. It was either 24 or 26 for these. Up next, we had our light pink turtle cell, and this person chose to also get the candy corn modification with it. And I just love this color combo, you guys. The light pink with the colors on the candy corn is just absolutely adorable. adorable. And of course, this one was originally paired with the bat wing modifications as well. So these ones are going to go as a pair. And then also the same person got another set. So they got the hot pink turtle, which came with, of course, the ghosty mod that I showed you guys because it looked like the ghosty was like blowing a bubble. And then to go with it, they paired it with the spider web modification as well. So now because they got two turtles, they can mix and match all four of the outfits amongst themselves, which is fun. So in that same order, we also have the traditional black and yellow bee with the antenna modifications, and with it, they chose the daisy wings as well as the orange wings together. Such a little cutie. I kept calling it like a splitting potato, essentially, because that's really what this body is just a splitting potato. And then we have another little pup dress up that sold. So this one, we did pepperoni pizza along with the fetch fry modification. You guys, look at the little tail, how it's sticking out there of the pizza costume. So cute. Oh my gosh. I really feel like my voice today is just super weird. I'm so sorry. So also during the live, I had somebody ask if they could just get one of the shells because they had actually previously already gotten a turtle before and they wanted another shell by itself to like be able to put on the turtle, especially one of the Halloween ones. So I had to stretch my thinking power a little bit because I couldn't remember exactly how to create a live listing like right away, but actually I think it went pretty well. It only took like a minute for me to do, so I was like, oh, okay, I felt very tech savvy in the moment. But they wanted just the spider shell, so we're going to be sending that out. And then funny thing, they also won the giveaway, you guys. So I was telling you that we were doing the giveaway for this little mushroom dress up with the other tops here, and the same person that got the shell also won the giveaway. I was so excited. So this little guy is going to be going to his home. I actually made this one in a different yarn than all of the other ones, so you might see that it looks just a little bit different than everything else. The yarn is like a different texture than what I typically use, but it was so nice because it didn't shed at all or anything like that, which I really appreciated. But everybody say goodbye to our creepy little spider shell. And then last but not least, we had our other jumbo turtle cell, the light green one with, again, the custom sinker eyes. So this is another instance where they chose the shell that it was like modeling at the moment. So very nice. They chose the pineapple shell, which I love so much, you guys. I can't get over like the texture of this. It's just so fun. And then they also chose the classic sunflower modification, which those colors together, they're going to go really well together. And then I also ended up selling two patterns on the day. So I believe I sold a fruit hat ducky pattern, and then I also sold, I think it was actually the little pup dress up pattern. Those were the two patterns that I sold. So in total, I believe we did 14 plushies total plus the one giveaway. So these two friends over here, all the dress up ones that I showed you, and then the two patterns. And in total, we did $377.98 in sales. Because I got over 100 bookmarks on this live, I think it's saying that I got $4.28 back, which is really nice. And then we did $21.79 in selling fees, so we have to subtract that. And then we also have to subtract $16.54 for the third party processing fee. So in total, we ended up doing $342.18, which is fabulous. Again, thank you so much if you came, if you hung out, if you got a plushie. I always like to make these videos kind of like the behind the scenes to show you guys, I don't know, kind of like how it goes, especially doing like live stream selling, because I feel like it's not super popular. You know, I do know that some people do it on TikTok, I believe. I've never tried that before. TikTok and me, I'm like, oh my gosh. I usually just stick to Palm Street. But I also wanted to mention that included in that, we are also going to have to pay for shipping on top of that. So realistically, it probably is going to end up being around $300 or so for the day after the shipping. So yeah, you guys, that was a full recap. I'm so grateful that all of these guys are going to be going to their homes. I'm gesturing like this because they are literally all behind the camera right now. And then I'm still going to have a lot of other plushies like here and back here as well that I'm going to be able to have for the next live, or like whatever whatever the next market is that I decide to do, which is very nice. And I'm also very excited, you guys, that our Groggy Froggy friends back here have found the home. Though I know you guys will miss seeing them in the backgrounds of the video, them just like staring at us. I'm definitely gonna need to move Suschik over so that he can be there and kind of keep our little owl friend back there company. And as you can see here, I have already started the packing process. So we have them all right here. And essentially for everybody, I always do a little handwritten note that also has some text on it. Everybody gets a business card and some stickers. And then of course, everything also gets a little tag as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on packing everything up because my goal for today is to get everything shipped off to the post office. Alrighty, you guys, and here are all of the plushies. I have finished packing everything up and I'm now ready to head off to the post office. And with that, that wraps it up, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along for this little market recap video. I'm really excited because for my next market, we're probably going to focus more on doing like fall/Halloween plushies. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to eventually restocking the marketplace, which I really need to do. As always, if you guys were crocheting while watching this video, let all of us know what you're making in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And I will see you in next week's video. Bye!